It took me 10 years to figure this out. When we talk about, people think that it's supposed to be super difficult design problem so that we can use to solve it. But it's not true. It's a great tool for you to explore different design options. And in this video, I'll walk you through how you can use a simple script as I'll be showing in your design exploration. So in this case, we have a curve. We have this curve imported in Grasshopper. And imagine you are product designer and you're looking for a new shape for a vase or a bottle or something. So what you can just go and do is just go to surface, freeform, revolution, get the curve, get the axis, unit set for my axis. And I'll create an STL just in case because it's asking for a line. So this is my direction and 0.000 is going to be my starting point. And when I connect this, I start to immediately see that I have this guy over here. You see, it's going inside of the shape itself because now it's going on to the Z vector here. So if I take the curve, that seems like a problem, but it's pretty simple when you read what's happening. When I pull this here, I now have a better shape. I can move this, take this out, and come up with something new as I explore my different design possibilities, right? So let's say, obviously, this is really good example for a product designer, but let's say if you are an architect. Oh, before we jump into that, let me show you this domain. So if I grab a math component, go to construct domain, you see it's a domain between 0 to pi multiplied by 2. So what I can do here, I can put pi here and multiplication, and I can multiply this by 2.000 and then add this to here. So what I started to see now is this is the domain. However, if we start with, I don't know, something like this as my starting domain, I'll get the half of this. So you see, you can kind of revolve the shape between 0 and 360. 360 is defined here as pi multiplied by 2. So you can have this as well. So let's say you are an architect and you want to do something, you can rotate this shape. Okay, let's say this is your pavilion, and you can get a curve. You can get set one curve. Maybe I just copy this and paste. Okay, set one curve. And you see, since we start here, it creates this funky geometry. So instead of starting point there, I can start my point here somewhere at this point in as my input, just to control the space. Now it's still on Z. If I get this to X, let's see what's going to happen. When we do the X, it revolves this shape around X-axis, which is something that I don't want unless I do something like this. Now, it can kind of make sense, but if we switch back to what we have originally, you want to create a vector that is perpendicular to what you're doing. So if I get unit Y, I can place this here. And then I started to get this. So what I can do here, I can maybe move a little, and maybe rotate this a little, and then I can start decreasing this, okay? And you see what I'm doing now? I can also move this down, move this surface down as much as I want, and I started to get some kind of an interesting shape, which can be controlled by this slider here, or we can even like make this and rotate it a little more on this angle, and I started to get even exploration. So this can be a shape for your pavilion. I can just copy this and move this here, okay, and do something pretty similar to that. So I can move this guy here, and maybe I just copy this and paste there, get a new curve, set one curve, unit set one point, and do this. But if I do something like this, let's see what's going to happen. You see, nothing happened because now we're already zoomed in to that area. So if I do this, I'll start to see things are a little bit changing, but not so much. So I'll start to get these kind of shapes eventually when you even change this, open and close it, and so on and so forth. So the goal here is to be able to test your quick ideas instead of focusing on a big, super large or complex problem to solve. So it can be really handy in these kind of scenarios where you explore different design options with a component or just a revolve function in it. If you want to get an access to this Grasshopper file, follow the link in description and join my school community for free. If you want to get more serious with Grasshopper and change your career, book a call with me so that I can help you to elevate your career. Thanks for watching this, and I'm hoping to see you in the next one.